Hello, my dear Libras. How are you guys? Yeah, I know how you are. It's okay. It's okay, I promise. It's okay. Air signs things are getting better. Things are moving forward. All the planets are going direct, have gone direct, especially by January, in a fellow cardinal sign. So it's time to get realistic, but let's get realistic in love. Let's try and open ourselves up to the thought that maybe things don't have to be so hard. Maybe things could work out without us overthinking it. Maybe we can keep some of our words to ourselves when we want to blurt them out, right? Spread your wings. So, open up. Look for new directions. Look for new ways of thinking about stuff. Look for new ways. Yes, I have pajama pants on. It's so cold here. Oh my gosh. Like, I'm talking 4 degrees cold. So cold. You're lucky I'm not dressed up like an Eskimo. And so, here we go. Looking for new directions, looking for new options, looking at different ways of seeing things. And I know that Libras we are very focused on career right now. But there is this very small part of us, maybe it's not so small, that needs to have that affection, that love. And I feel like that we need to have faith that it is there. And I feel like that we need to have faith that we can have it. Because for some time, it's felt really stale in our lives. And I don't want to go through the whole spiel of, let's get out of the messy. Let's get out of the rut. I mean, isn't it time already that we are out of that rut? So let's get the fuck out of it. Just like that, Libra's cardinal, let's get out of it. Go, do, be rational, have tunnel vision. Set your sights on something that is long-lasting and is kind and affectionate. The Fool. And the Queen of Wands. Is there a fire sign that you really want to have a leap of faith on? You want to take a leap of faith on a fire sign? Is it just somebody who's very passionate? Who has sparked your interest? Is it somebody that you could possibly spread your wings with? Move towards. I'm going to put this over here so we remember that it's there. Having faith in yourself enough to know that there is great love. Right? Well, look at that. I just did the Taurus reading, and they had the 9 of Wands. They had the 7 of Pentacles, and they had the 5 of Cups. They also had a fire sign. So if you are dealing with a Taurus, the universe is working behind the scenes. If you're dealing with a fire sign that you've been extremely defensive against, waiting and waiting and waiting for something to happen, all up in your head, 8 of Swords style. Feeling like all is lost. I kind of feel like you need to leave that in the past. 7 of Swords, 3 of Swords, Knight of Swords. I feel like that's something that you have been wanting to run away from for a while. And with this 7 of Swords, if you look at this guy, yeah, he's sneaking away and looking back like, should I stay? Should I stay or should I keep going? That's your decision. If you want to keep waiting for this and being very defensive and waiting for this. You could be dealing with an air sign as well that you need to run away from. Or this just could be you needing to run away from a broken heart. Getting that realization, setting those limits, setting those boundaries, knowing that you deserve better, that you don't need to fight for something that you have to continuously wait for. Because all is not lost, Libra. All is not lost. The 5 of Cups. Sure, you're mourning, but all is not lost. And why do I say that? Because we have the 9 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. We also have the 10 of Cups here on the table. So after you take a leap of faith, possibly with a fire sign, maybe away from a fire sign, you get the World. There's the Hierophant. So if there's a Taurus in your life, like I just said, and there is a bull that is protecting this guy from that fire. So if you're moving towards a Taurus and away from a fire sign, that Taurus is protecting you. Four of Swords. Bottom of the deck is the Devil. The Capricorn card. Saturn is in Capricorn. Lesson learned. Right, Libra? Lesson learned. So let's look at this logically, as Libras love to look at logically. I feel like I have to take a big, deep breath and like center myself, ground myself a little bit, be less of an air sign, more of an earth sign. I am a Virgo sun, so one would think that I would be a little more grounded than I am, but Virgo is the mutable earth sign. So grounding is not my biggest thing. We have a very defensive mode because we've had our heart broken, we've been waiting for something, we've been stuck up in our head for a long time. And in this very stuck nature, we've been trying to heal, but it's almost like it's a predatory healing, very guarded. We always feel like somebody's watching us. We always feel like if I move like slightly, either those wolves are going to descend on me or they're going to run away really fast and then I won't know where they are and then what the hell do I do? So we run away. Maybe look back. But we run away from our defensiveness. We run away from feeling like all is lost. There might be some really nasty words when we run away. But after that, we get to have control over the situation. We get to have faith in ourselves. We get to have learned the lesson with the Devil, Page of Pentacles, making that small offer, possibly with the Taurus. May not feel like you can give much. Maybe the Taurus isn't giving much. All depends on your situation. But we can feel like we can give that very small offer. You know, like here. And then we get the Four of Wands. We get to give a little bit with the Six of Pentacles. And then we get our wishes granted. With the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups, we get our wishes granted. And we get to start a new beginning. And that is all after a time of knowing that we needed to go in new directions, spreading our wings, and going in a new direction. Going in a direction that makes us feel alive. And not like we have to be robots. Or keep our feelings within ourselves. Not feeling like we have to be the adults. Because now we get to move forward into exciting and fun things that aren't heartbreaking. That could be more stable. But you gotta have faith, right? You have to be the Fool. You know, I mean, if there's a Capricorn in your life, it's so funny because I noticed this as I set them down. It was like the Hierophant and the Capricorn was in front. That's really funny. But these are also both very spiritual cards, talking about the institution, you know, talking about what part of you do you want to have control over versus letting everybody else have control over them, right? So taking that leap of faith, opening yourself up to the possibilities that not all is lost, that you can have the Ten of Cups, that you can have stable, happy. So I really hope that in January, Libras can kind of open up a little bit to the thought that there is love and goodness out there. Because whatever we've been through in 2016 and 2017, the lesson is learned. And now we just get to enjoy our lives and move on, right? So, have a very wonderful and a very safe New Year's Eve. Make sure you're using the InstantGo app. It's working out really well. And all of the donations that have come in, thank you. Thank you so much. It is keeping this channel going. And if you're not ready for a reading, but you would like to donate, the link is also below. We hit 1 million views last night, actually. And I literally started crying when I saw it. And I saw that it was kind of coming up, but then I kind of didn't even recognize it when it happened. And then a friend of mine texted me and I was like, oh my God, that just happened. So thank you for that. I'm totally amazed and speechless, and we all know that I don't get speechless. So check out the new readings below. There is a twin flame soulmate reading, 2 options, and a lot of people have met their twin flames in 2017 and feel like they will be meeting them in 2018. So if you would like to be guided on that path, there are 2 options below to do so. And what else? I will be traveling to Pensacola the second half of January. If you are in the area, I'll be kind of traveling all over Florida, not all over, but in different spots in Florida. So, if you're interested in having an in-person reading, let me know and we can hash out those details. I love you guys so much. Big sigh of relief that 2017 is over. Let's have a really wonderful year because slate is clean. Let's start learning new lessons. We have a really big year ahead of us. So I love my Libras. Bye.